This training video will cover the Division of Water's new non-modeling worksheets. What does the Division of Water look for when reviewing a construction in the floodway permit application? This was the question we started with when beginning the process. The division had to look at how we review each application that comes into our office. After thinking about it, it came down to one major thing. What effect does the project have on the effective cross-sectional flow area of the floodway? Different projects can have a varying degree of loss. A simple bank stabilization project would review much differently than a new bridge crossing. Due to this difference, the division has established 5 acceptable approaches to compute the loss of the cross-sectional flow area of the floodway. The 5 different approaches include 4 non-modeling assessments and hydraulic computer modeling. The non-modeling approaches include no change in the effective cross-sectional flow area, change in the effective cross-sectional flow area, ineffective area of the contraction or expansion reach of the stream crossing, and bridge replacement in kind. If your project does not fall into one of the non-modeling assessment methods, then hydraulic computer modeling would be necessary to evaluate the project. The department believes that almost all projects will fall within one of these 5 options. However, if you ever have a question, you can always contact our office or set up a meeting to discuss things further. These worksheets detail the minimum project plan requirements while providing documentation and computation for specific approach methods used. The worksheets cannot describe the information needed for all scenarios and all potential projects. The preparer's judgment is still needed when filling out the worksheets. You can access all the non-modeling worksheets from our webpage. If you visit the Division of Water's homepage, you can click on the permits listed on the left-hand side, and this will take you to a list of all the worksheets where you can print them off. Let's take a quick look at each of the non-modeling worksheets. No change in the effective cross-sectional flow area. This method is used for projects that will result in no loss to the effective cross-sectional flow area. Project examples include stream bank restoration, excavation, fill of 6 inches or less when comparing pre-construction to post-construction conditions, such as a trail, parking lot, access drive, or sidewalk. Change in the effective cross-sectional flow area. This method is used for projects with a negligible loss to the effective cross-section flow area that can be shown to produce a minimum surcharge. Project examples include stream bank armoring, minor fill, or berms. You would not use this worksheet for a new bridge or a replacement in kind bridge project. Ineffective area of the contraction or expansion reach of a stream crossing. This method is used for any project located completely within the expansion or contraction reach of a bridge that is not overtopped or has no road overflow during a base flood event. If your project is located near a bridge, you may want to take a look at this approach. Bridge replacement in kind. This method is used for any bridge replacement structure such as a road, pedestrian, golf cart, or private access bridge in which the waterway opening of the structure is equal to or larger, the low chord is equal to or higher than the existing condition, and the flow regime is not changing. You can review any one of our training videos from our webpage which explain each one of these in more detail. There is no new worksheet for the hydraulic modeling. You will want to refer to the general guidelines for hydraulic modeling and use the hydraulic modeling checklist, which are available on our website. Each non-modeling worksheet is set up similar and will include a chart similar to what you see here. Column 3 details specific plan views and cross-sectional views. For example, a plan view with a floodway limit shown, a cross-sectional view, or a plan view with the cross-section locations. Column 2 is where you indicate on what page the item is located. Column 3 allows you to check off in each item, making sure you don't miss anything. As long as the information is clearly defined, the required items can be combined onto more than one plan sheet. For more information regarding the minimum plan requirements, please review the training video titled Project Plans, What to Submit, What Not to Submit. Some assessments will require for you to determine the base flood elevation. In column 1, you will list the base flood elevation as well as the datum. In column 2, you will provide the source used for the base flood elevation. For more information regarding how and where to find the base flood elevation, please view the training video entitled Recommended Data Resource for Application Submittal. Depending on the approach method used, the worksheet could have a chart that asks for some technical information regarding your project. In this example, we are comparing the upstream and downstream cross-sectional area, as well as comparing the cross-sectional area of the pre-construction and post-construction conditions. There are a few project types that have additional specific technical criteria addressed within statutory rules. These include buildings, utility lines, and dams. The Division of Water is currently working to develop worksheets for these specific project types. Please keep an eye on our website for these. The non-modeling worksheets are designed as a self-guide to direct you if a non-modeling approach can be used for the project. Once you've determined which approach method is appropriate for the project, complete the worksheet and submit it with the permit application along with any supporting documentation. If the worksheet is not fully completed or unclear, it will be returned to you with the deficient items noted. As statutory rules change, these worksheets will be changed. Always check our website for the most updated version and information. Our goal is to provide you with the information on which the division needs with the application submittal to review the project from the start. There may be a few cases where additional information is requested from the reviewing staff. View our training videos on our webpage anytime you need a refresher, and as always, feel free to contact us with any questions.